Hi. In this short yoga flow, we're going to be working on our core. So we're going to strengthen our core, our abdominal muscles, and just whilst we're doing it, we're also strengthening our back. It's quite connected, the back and the core. Strengthening our core and having a strong core is not about having a six-pack. It's not about looks. It can be for you, but it's, for me, mainly about just being strong. Having a strong core means that we've got good posture, we stand tall, it helps us balance, helps us just feel steady in our yoga practice, in other exercises, and also in life. We're going to be starting standing, flowing through a couple of Sun Salutations, and then do a couple of poses on the floor. So let's get going. Prop-wise, have a block near if you might need it, but I'm not entirely sure if you will need it today. And if you have at any point any pain, then please come out of the pose, don't do it. Just be really careful with your body. Alright, we're starting at the top of our mat for our mountain pose, Talasana. For that, you can have your feet together, toes and ankles touching, or slightly apart, depending on what's more comfortable for your hips. But wherever you are, we're going to raise our toes, spread them wide like fun, and then lower them one at a time, starting with the little toes, fourth toe, middle toe, second toe, and big toe. Maybe raising our heels and placing them down. I like to do that. Really nice firm grounding here. Now we're already going to start engaging our core here. So slightly engaging the lower abdominals, tucking the pelvis, the perineum, the pelvic floor. Strong middle that protects us when we fall down in our forward folds and when we come up. Rolling our shoulders up, back and down, opening our chest, doing that, palms facing forward. Try not to hollow your back here, standing tall. Tucking the chin slightly, standing really tall as if someone's pulling by the top of the head. Standing here for one breath, inhale, exhale, and inhale, our arms come up, exhale, engaging your core as you come up with a flat back. Hands either side of your feet, maybe bending the knees early. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with the right foot, followed by the left foot into plank. Here we're going to stay for a moment in plank. And in plank, you want a flat body. So maybe if you want to hang your bum down, feel like a back bend, feel like in your lower back, you don't want that. If you push up a little bit to sort of this half downward facing dog, you don't want that either. You just want to be really flat, engaging your core, engaging your arms. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. We're coming down with the knees, then chest and chin. Inhale, we're coming through Cobra, a back bend. Toes are pointing back, elbows are into the body, we're looking forward. Bending the back, stretching our core here. It's going to be a lovely counter pose as we move through these abdominal exercises. Inhale and exhale, pushing into the hands, coming into a down dog. Trying to get more comfortable, you could come into a child's pose from Cobra first, and then lift up. In down dog, pressing into your hands, to the whole hand, so ball of the hand, palm where the fingers meet the hand, the knuckles of the fingers. That way you're protecting your wrists. Index fingers pointing forward, shoulders are pulling slightly apart and away from the ears. You can step your feet in a little bit here if your down dog feels a bit long. You want a flat back. If in order to get a flat back, you have to bend your knees. That is totally fine. Your legs do not have to be straight. But you still want, even with bent knees, imagine that you're pulling your heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch the mat, but just by pulling them towards the mat, you're waking up your calves. Great, if you want, you can walk your feet here a little bit, just waking up your calves, the back of your legs, and by walking your feet, I mean bending one knee, straightening the other, and then moving to the other side. coming to stillness. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're stepping forward with the right foot, followed by the left foot on the exhale. Inhaling, half forward fold. Exhaling, full forward fold. Hands either side of the feet, straightening those legs. Inhale, we're engaging the core and coming up with a flat back. Exhale, hands into heart center. As we move through our Sun Salutations, try to breathe in and out through the nose. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down, engaging the core. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, looking down. Exhale, we're stepping back with the left foot, followed by the right foot into plank. Again, trying to be flat here. And in plank, we're pulling back with our heels. Our shoulder blades are pulling apart, so we're lengthening the body. And we're pulling the shoulders apart, so we're lengthening horizontally and portrait. Alright, inhale here, exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and the exhale, we're coming down with our knees, chest and chin. Inhale, we're sliding forward, Cobra. Exhale, we're tucking the toes, we're coming into down dog, either through child's pose or directly into down dog. Here, stepping your feet in maybe. Engaging your core here as well, the lower abdomen. Trying to hollow out your belly. Whether it hollows or not, it's not the point, but just imagine pulling your belly in a little bit, engaging it here. Breathing for a few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. With the next inhale, stepping the left foot between our hands, followed by the right foot on the exhale. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, hands down and we're folding down. Inhale, we're engaging the core again as we come up with a flat back. Inhale, hands into heart center. We keep moving. Inhale, we're adding a few poses now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, or if the back of your legs feel warm enough now, you could also put your fingertips in line with your big toes. Exhale, folding down again. Inhale, let's come up. And exhale, we're stepping back with the right foot, followed by the left foot into plank. Breathing here. And with the next inhale, maybe you can bring your right hand a little bit more into center, but not fully into center, just a little bit more into center. We're going to inhale, coming into a brief side plank. Your feet can be next to each other. And then exhale, we're threading the needle, we're bringing our arm under. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, we're threading the needle. Inhale, we're coming up. Exhale, we're threading the needle. Place your left hand down. If you're finding this really difficult, you can come onto your knees, and you could also do it here. Inhale up. Let's do that all together. Exhale, threading the needle on our knees. Inhale up. Exhale, threading the needle. Inhale up, exhale, threading the needle again, and placing the left hand back down. Coming back into plank. If you don't want to do this on the left, on your feet, then or on your toes, you can be on your knees right away. You're going to come here, place your left hand down, either hand on the shoulder or placing it in a little bit, depending if you find that comfortable or not. And we're going to come onto both feet, and we're going to inhale and exhale. Ooh, it's okay if you lose that balance. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, threading the needle. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, threading the needle one more time. Inhale up and exhale, placing the right hand down. Let's come onto our knees and do the same thing on our knees again. Inhale up, exhale, threading the needle. Inhale up, exhale, threading the needle. Inhale up, exhale, threading the needle. Inhale up and exhale, right hand down. We're coming back into plank, closer to half plank on your knees. Inhale and exhale, coming down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra. Staying in Cobra for a moment, stretching our core out. Inhale and exhale, tucking our toes, and we're coming into a down dog. Breathing here. Pushing into your hands, maybe you can straighten your arms, straighten your back a bit more. Inhale, we're raising the right leg up. Exhale, we're placing the right foot in between the hands, followed by the left. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, full forward fold. Maybe get your legs a bit straighter. Inhale, engaging the core, and we're coming up. Exhale, hands center. Lovely. We are continuing. Alright, other side, and we're going to add different poses now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, engage in the core, flat back, we're coming down. Maybe the legs are getting straighter, trying to get the forehead towards those shins. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, we're stepping back with the left foot, followed by the right. Inhale, here plank. Exhale. We're going to come from our hands to our elbows. And let's do that on our knees. If you want to do it on your toes, that's your option. But I'm going to do it on my knees. So we're staying here on our hands. Inhale and exhale, coming down on one forearm, then the other. One breath here, exhale, and then coming back up. And coming down. You can switch around with which arm goes down first. So, if you're finding this really uncomfortable on your knees, by the way, resting on your knees, you could get a blanket, or you could just roll up your mat to double your mat up. And here, and let's continue that, just a few more. Up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. And as you do this, engaging our core, trying to keep our middle stable. Also working our shoulders here. Okay, last one. Okay, stopping in plank or half plank. If you've rolled up your mat, you can move that back now. To keep ourselves safe, and there's all these options. Coming back into plank or staying on your knees. Inhale here, and exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. And then we're sliding forward, Cobra. Exhale, we're pushing back into our downward dog. So move feet in if you want. If at any point you want to rest, come into a child's pose. Child's pose is lovely. You can take a breath here. If you're in child's pose, come back into your down dog. Inhale, exhale here. In your downward dog, you're looking towards the space between your big toes. Okay. Inhale, so we go with our left foot, followed by the right on the exhale. Inhale here, exhale, we're folding down. And inhale, engaging our core, and coming up with a flat back. Hands into heart center. Lovely. Okay, so we're continuing. Sorry. Okay, we're continuing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're folding down. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down and step back with the right foot, followed by the left foot into plank. Let's stay in plank for a few breaths. Again, pulling your heels back, the shoulder blades apart, pushing with your hands into the ground, pushing the ground away, engaging the core. We're staying for a few moments. Breathing in and out through the nose. Your breath is your anchor. Inhale and exhale, we're pushing into our down dog. Stepping our feet in a little bit if we want. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, we're raising our right leg to the ceiling. Try to raise it so that your hips stay in line. You don't want to open your hips so that your right hips, your belly shining towards the side wall. You want to have your hip and your belly shining towards the ground. Inhale and exhale, we're bringing our knee to our nose. So we're rounding our spine and we see if we can touch our nose to our knee. And exhale, we're pushing back. Inhale, we're bringing our knee in and touching. Exhale, stretching that leg back. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, stretch back. We're doing 2 more of those. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, stretching back. Last one. Inhale, knee to nose. And exhale, we see if we can stretch our leg through the space between our left arm and left foot. I'm trying to come into a fallen star here. So we're resting on our right hand, left foot, arms pointing up, left arms pointing up. Could try to raise your right foot off the ground here. That will make it more challenging. If you find this too hard, you could come onto your knee and stay here. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, bringing the left hand to the ground, coming back into a down dog, and let's come onto our knees for a brief moment into a child's pose. Breathing here. That also worked our shoulder quite a bit. One more breath in child's pose. And inhale, coming to tabletop from child's pose, and exhale, pressing into a down dog. Staying here for 2 breaths. Inhale, raising the right leg up, stepping between our hands. Exhale, left foot is joining. Inhale, half forward fold, hands to shins, fingertips to mat, whatever you want. And exhale, folding down. Inhale, we're engaging our core again, coming up. Exhale, hands into heart center. Lovely. Okay, we're going to be doing the left side, same thing we just done on the right, and then we're coming onto the floor at the end of that Sun Salutation. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding down, hands either side of the feet. Inhale, half forward fold, fingertips to mat or hands to shins. Exhale, stepping back with the left, followed by the right. Inhale, exhale, knees, inhale here, we stay in plank for a while. You can obviously come onto your knees, but in plank, pulling back with the heels, pushing your shoulder blades apart, your wrist, elbow and shoulder are stacked on top of each other. Staying in plank for another 3 back breaths. Inhale and exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, we're sliding forward into Cobra. So we're pushing back into down dog, stepping our feet in a little bit. Inhale, exhale here, and inhale, we're raising our left leg off the ground. And again, our hips, hip bones, belly and chest are facing the mat. We're not opening our hip here to have our belly and our hip face the room. Inhale, exhale here. And inhale, we're bringing knee to nose, left knee to nose, maybe touching the knee to the nose actually. Exhale, stretching. Inhale, knee to nose, we're coming onto the right hip toes. Exhale, stretching back. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, stretching back. 2 more. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, stretching back. Inhale, knee to nose. And I was trying to bring our left foot in between over to the right side. And maybe coming into a full fallen star, raising our right arm to the ceiling. If you're finding this uncomfortable, you could try to come onto your knees. So for that, right hand on the ground, you're coming on both knees and then stretching like this. This is still really working your obliques here, side abdominals. And wherever you are, if you try to raise your left foot off the mat, you work your side abs more. 1 more breath in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, right hand down. Left foot back next to the right, into a brief downward dog, and let's come into a child's pose for a moment. Inhale. And breathing here, relaxing in child's pose. Inhale, we're bringing our hands under our shoulders, and exhale, we're pushing into our hands. Sitting up. Lovely. Now come to the side. Sitting here. We're going to be doing a few exercises for our abs here on the mat. So we're going to start in Navasana, boat pose. So for that, you can place your hands behind you. I'm going to give you a couple of options, and you can sit here. Just really engage your core, and you can sit here. It's already a great option. Try and lift your feet off the mat with your hands behind you. You could also try to brace your hands behind your knees and bring your shins parallel to the ground. Try to let go here. With your arms alongside, not holding onto your legs. You could try to straighten your legs, and you could try to let go. If at any point, there's a lot of self-checking going on here. So if you are in this pose and you let go and you collapse in your lower back, then it's better to hold on. If you're here and you want to give it a go to come onto straight legs, again, see if you collapse too much. It's okay if it happens a little bit and you can correct yourself. Stretching your arms out. Okay, we're going to do 3 of those. So pick whichever one. You can try various ones. And if you, let's say, do straight legs for the first one, then you can hold on to your feet for the next one. So there's no obligation to do the same one for all 3 ones. And we're going to count to 5. Okay. So find whichever one you want to do, and we're going to start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And coming out of the pose, maybe getting your knees a little hug. If you can see your feet shaking a little bit, you know you're working. And this pose isn't just, boat pose, Navasana isn't just strengthening your core, it's also strengthening your hip flexors, which is important in loads of poses, like certain balances, like a warrior 3, anywhere where we're sort of holding a leg out in a balance. It's really important there. Okay, next one. Inhale, we're coming into the pose. And Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And coming out of the pose, hugging ourselves one more time. Last Navasana. Coming here, doing whatever pose we want to do, and inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And coming out. Giving ourselves a hug. Wonderful. We're going to lie on our backs for a moment now. Going to raise our legs. I'm going to do 2 options here. Let's have our knees bent first, and have your knees over your hips. You can place your hands slightly under your bum so that they're sort of supporting your lower back. So lying on your thumbs, so to say. And you can tap down one leg at a time. Let's try that together. How does that feel? Very controlled. And now if you want, let's try tapping both feet together down slowly. You want to feel if your lower back arches a lot, if you feel any instability in your lower back, then just stay with one leg at a time. You want to stay controlled in your abdomen, and you don't want to protect your lower back. If you're finding that okay, you can do that. But also try straightening your legs and lowering them. But again, if that gives you pain in the lower back, don't do it. And we're going to do 5, actually 6, so that when you tap, you do 3 either side. And choose whichever one you want to do. Actually, we're going to do 2 either side tapping, then 2 bent knees touching the floor, and 2 straight legs touching the floor, going up and down. If at any point you're like, oh, I can't do the straight legs, then no problem, stay with whatever version you were comfortable with. Okay, legs in tabletop, and 1, very controlled. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now both legs together if you want, or stay with the previous version. Tap, tap. I should do 4. Tap, and tap. And now if you want to try straight legs, you can do that, or stay with the previous version, or whichever version you're doing. Down and up, down and up, down and up, and last one, down and up. And moving your feet down. To come up, to seated, lift one leg into yourself, bring your hands behind that leg, and roll yourself up. So that works great. It works your lower abdominal muscles. So we've done our side abdominals, our obliques in fallen star and side plank. We've done our abdominal muscles in plank and in Navasana. We've done our lower abdominal muscles also in Navasana, but also just now. So I think we've worked pretty comprehensively our entire core, and obviously you could tell that that's what's fantastic about yoga, that even when you're focusing on a certain part of your body, like the core today, we're still working our shoulders, we're working our legs, working our back, so it's always working the whole body. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hope to see you again. I've got a few classes that have a core focus that are longer than what we've done today. This is about half an hour, and I've got a few that are a bit more than an hour. So if you want to be doing a bit more than this, and a few more poses, a bit more relaxation and stretching after, please find those classes. I can link them as well. Right, thank you so much, and see you soon.